Okay, so I decided to go ahead and stay with the MedX Avenger plate loaded chest press for my third set. And what I did, I attached a pair of bands, black bands. Maybe you can see them to my left and to my right. And I ran them off the plate holders, the right and the left plate holders, up into the weight holders on the machine. And what this is going to do is, this is a major variable change. It's going to keep the tension on all the way through the positive phase into the static, and then the bands are going to assist with the gravitational pull into the negative. So it's going to be relentless tension. There's really going to be no break in the tension. As I start out in the hole is when it's going to be the easiest. And as I go through the positive, the bands are going to pull back even harder because they're getting taut, and they're applying more backwards force as I'm pushing. So this is going to really drive home a nice peak contraction, and it's going to emphasize constant, continuous tension. I've trained with bands for months and months and months and months, almost exclusively, and it really gave me some great size and a new appreciation for bands. And like I said, if you want to really feel what the perfect repetition is, whenever I talk about efficiency and the perfect repetition, hook a pair of bands to a machine. It's very easy to hook bands to hammer strength. Hammer strength is in all gyms. They get plate holders on the side, Hammers does. You can run them up to the machine's weight plate holders. Very, very simple to do. And then you'll know and you'll feel exactly what you're missing in a lot of these machines as far as efficiency. So I'm going to go ahead and do a controlled repetitions using these bands and force even a better contraction into the chest. So as you can see, that was just one plate on each side. And I barely made 8 to 10 repetitions, controlling my range of motion, my rep speed, with just one plate using those bands. You know, if you want us to talk about, conventional weight, if this was on a bar, this would be 135, so I'd be starting out at 135. By the time I got into that peak contraction, it felt like 275. It felt like I was holding up 275. So that was driving the force of the peak contraction all the way through the muscle, all the way through the positive and the static. Bands are very, very, very effective. And then of course, if you can find out some way to assist on the gravitational pull in the negative, that does a lot of damage too. And there's basically no other way to assist on the negative other than hooking bands up. So this is my third set in this machine. First set, following the law of hypertrophy, 4 rep range per week. The second set, I did rest pauses, and went well. And the third set, I hooked bands for continuous time under tension. So each set with major variable change, and each set can stand on its own merit, possibly being the one set that created the most damage for the chest.